There's a story about a prophet who laid on his side for 390 days, and it's one of my favorite stories in the Bible. In Ezekiel chapter 4, verses 4 through 6, God told Ezekiel to lie on his left side for 390 days and take the sins of Israel on his body. And then after that, he would lay on his right side for 40 days for the sins of Judah. So he did it. He laid there on his side for 390 days. You know, sometimes when we read these stories, we think to ourselves, why does God do things like this? Why does he tell his prophets to do these strange things? But here's the thing. God doesn't do strange. This was not a strange thing for Ezekiel to do. In fact, it was very normal, because he was a man who lived a life of intense prayer. He prayed 3 times a day, every day, morning, afternoon, and evening. He didn't just pray for Israel. He prayed for the people of Judah, for the people of Jerusalem, for the priests, for the leaders, for everyone who would listen to him preach the word of God. And so this wasn't a strange thing for him to do, which is normal. And what happened was that as he laid there on his side, the people around him began to see it. They saw him there and they were amazed. They couldn't believe that someone would lay on their side for 390 days. It was so strange to them. But it wasn't strange to Ezekiel because it was a normal thing for him to do, because he loved God and he loved his people. Friends, sometimes our obedience to God is going to look strange to people. Sometimes it's going to be hard for us to do what God is telling us to do. But we have to remember that our good works are not the only thing that people see when they look at us. The most important thing that they see is the love that we have for God and for each other. Let me say it again. Our good works are not the only thing that people see when they look at us. The most important thing that they see is the love that we have for God and for each other. So let's take a moment to thank God that we have a perfect example to follow. We can look at Jesus and see how he lived his life, how he loved people, and then we can copy him. Let's also take a moment to ask God to help us. Help us to have a heart for people. Help us to love them like you love them. Help us to serve them with all of our heart, soul, and strength. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Amen.